Hey, you're looking good today. This is Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom. Well, if the city of Brazil was a lawn care service, its business would be booming, reports our editor Pete Wilson. Between the city parks, buildings, and lots, Brazil has a lot to maintain. And there's another list of jobs that's growing as fast as grass in the spring. As of late May, Brazil had 22 personal properties in violation of a city ordinance prohibiting grass from being 8 inches or higher. Each property owner has received written warning of the problem, and yet none have complied. Now, you can remember this is an ongoing problem in the city of Brazil. When Teresa Glenn was working for the city, she had the same issues that the city is having now, and back then the city was also working diligently to make sure these properties are mowed, and also beyond that to make sure that properties are cleaned up when necessary. I'll be honest with you, the mowing list is almost getting overwhelming, Mayor Brian Windham said at Wednesday's Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. We have so much of it out there, we're trying to get what we can of it, but we have a list as long as your arm, and we really don't have the resources to do everything out there that needs to be done. Those resources include a 6-member city street crew who all have other jobs besides mowing grass. Then there's cost to the city to do the work, which may or may not be reimbursed after it's made a lien on the properties. Those liens are only collected when the properties are sold. Some you may collect, a lot of them you won't, he said. Brazil is not the only city or town dealing with the issue, as local governments across the nation have ordinances on the books dealing with overgrown grass and weeds, but the wet spring and growing list will keep city workers busy for the weeks to come. It's tougher to do now than in August when it slows down, but we will stay after it. It can get tall pretty quick, Windham said. Also new, having spent years purchasing property near Turkey Run State Park, local entrepreneur and nature lover Joe McCurdy has donated to the Central Indiana Land Trust a conservation easement on 394 acres that provide a home to rare and endangered flora and fauna. The terms of the conservation easement allow the property to stay in private ownership but retain its current character even if sold. The Land Trust will monitor the property to ensure that the terms of the agreement are honored. McCurdy has been purchasing property near Turkey Run State Park for years. The owner of the Turkey Run Canoe and Camping near Bloomingdale, McCurdy learned sound forestry practices through a 6-week woodland owner class offered by Purdue University and additional educational field days. The training he received covers practices such as proper tree planting, invasive control, timber stand improvement, and sustainable harvesting. I developed an interest in forestry while helping on a Christmas tree farm and later fell in love with the forests of Park County, said McCurdy. I wanted to be sure my property always stay intact and isn't divided, so I donated the easement to CILTI, and they'll ensure that my family and future generations can enjoy it. The property is less than half a mile from Turkey Run State Park, and its western boundary is adjoined on 3 sides by state property managed by the Indiana Department of Natural Resources. Green Creek flows through the property. Hey, Rick Cook is here. Glad to see you today, Pastor. Lori Brown is here. Good morning to you, Lori, as well. And also today at 10 o'clock, there's going to be a check presentation at the YMCA from the Wegner's Run for the food program, the Clay County food program. So we'll be there to cover that, and we'll have that for you later today as well. Remember to look at our website several times throughout the day, thebraziltimes.com, and you can stay up to date. We update that throughout the day 24/7. I'm Frank Phillips in the Brazil Times newsroom. Hey, till the next time we get together, I'll look forward to seeing you. Have a great one, won't you?